listen, if anything.
Views to listen? Why would they want to
And
listen
that's
to
my
not the
cue to
actual
go
game
back to
itself?
the infinite equation. Occasionally chime in and let me know how the infinite equation is going. I'm definitely interested. I think you're going to end up playing. If I was a betting man, I think you're going to end up playing. I won't specifically say the discipline yet, but I'm saying you're going to play an agent. Maybe that's a bit of a cop out, but I'm thinking you're going to play an agent. So. Colonel, is it live?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. Gonna change the
Strength apparently is good.
Negative. Any mention of the Old Republic might sway you to go back to playing in the said game. Okay, I appreciate you looking out for me. Star Wars, Empire, War. Update that. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't care about the Red Bull concert.
You go
the Red Bull concert can kiss my butt.
With a page for you, I'll put it through on the chat.
Care about the Red Bull concert.
You go
the Red Bull concert can kiss my butt. I'm trying to make sure
page for you, put it through on the
it's streaming the right. It says it's streaming the right thing because you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, technical difficulties 101.
Let me know when you've got the stream.
Yeah, it's gonna give me a second to adjust everything. Data information. Am I in the directory now?
Open. Stand by.
I'm warning you, Empire at War.
This is One Blade, and these guys have tried it.
So it's One Blade?
Yeah, you're the only one in there. Cool.
Okay, good.
Okay, switching to the actual game now.
Okay, I gotta get my chat. I only use double-bladed lightsabers in real life. Darth Maul, fanaticism at its finest. You know, Darth Maul is probably, over the years, Darth Maul is probably transformed to, I dare say, my favorite Sith.
I'm starting the game.
Maybe my number one Sith, I dare say. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I get my chat. I always botch this. Oh, hold on. I gotta bring up because I gotta be able to manipulate the chat.
Sweet. Setting it up for episode 4.
I'll put some music on because they're not gonna be able to hear any sound.
Oh yeah, because you have your thing turned off, don't you? Your audio. It's a shame.
Yeah. I can't because of the echo. Go check my channel. Make sure the volume's not too loud of the music. I don't want to kill the headphone users.
Got let the game load first. Don't want to tab out while it's loading, otherwise it might crash. That would not be good.
It's good music for this game, though.
While it's loading, otherwise it might crash. Would not be good.
It's good music for this game, though.
I'd probably reduce it like 20% or something.
20%.
It's not a bad volume, so I guess I might want to ask you views specifically, but depending on what you want to emphasize. It's not super loud though, so you could leave it as is if you want.
Okay.
Okay, Let me know when you're in.
Okay, I'm in, but I gotta set the chat,
Are you still in that? Cool.
or I won't see what people are saying.
Okay. Well, I'll get started while you're setting up. Let me know when you've got your chat up.
I always forget how to do this.
You just have to like activate it and tell it you're recording, right?
No. I have to. Whenever I go full screen, the chat disappears. So I always forget like how to put the chat full screen mode.
Okay. Well, let's see.
How do you do that, Colonel? How do I always do that?
I haven't really used it. The only way I managed to get it to work was to activate that system, like to start streaming through that system, and then it would bring the chat up.
Make sure it's working. I think I have to tab out. Yeah. And then activate chat view. There we go. Finally, I figured it out.
Where the hell are all my...
All right, we're good. We're live, streaming Empire at War.
Copy.
But I have to go to the restroom, so I'll be right back.
Copy that.
The music's going though.
Nice.
I believe they'll hear you over us
they
over
should.
the music. So.
Yeah, they should be able to hear us. I could hear you fine, I think. Okay, so this is episode 4 of our Empire at War campaign. We were doing not too badly in the war, still trying to fight on the back foot while the CIS has all of the resources and all of the money and all of the planets, essentially. So we're working on getting to tech level 2. We're 77% the way there. We should get there fairly quickly. My first order of business today will be to launch a raid on Mustafar. Looks like Sidious is there as well, so it should be an interesting battle. Hopefully he doesn't wipe everybody out like Asajj Ventress did, but he's hopping. Let's get to unpause it first before we launch, otherwise I'm an idiot.
Your move. Invasion commencing.
It's not the most canon battle ever, because apparently everyone shouldn't go to Mustafar before the fateful battle.
Sir, I'm picking up contacts ahead.
I will do what
We're
I
not
must.
alone out here.
Pulling on commandos.
Use your reinforcements.
Whoa.
Let's move on.
My allegiance is to the Republic.
That is interesting.
Cannot be. Welcome to the battlefield, General.
You won't get away this time.
So Sidious was waiting for us on the landing pad. That was interesting. Luckily, it seems Obi-Wan was
Speeder
up to the
squad
task.
is ready for action.
Just
Yes,
clear
sir.
platoon.
Into the fray. I hear
Full
you've got a bit of trouble with
Commander
Giuseppe.
Cody to the back.
What are your orders? We stand ready.
Move!
Nope. Not
Understood,
before,
sir.
guys. Don't want you all to die.
Count on
It's
us.
not worth it.
Sir, you know patience is a virtue.
Sev, ready to fire.
Bring 'em on.
Let's go in quietly.
So it seems like a fairly linear map. Shouldn't be too hard.
All units
Right
in
at all.
position,
Do anything stupid.
Yes, sir. Here we come.
Wear it, sir.
I hear you've got a bit of trouble with Giuseppe. What are your
It's
orders?
not the most realistic battle ever. Everyone's shooting through walls. So it was a good.
Spartan
Not
squad awaiting your orders.
Another break already?
Ready, sir.
What are you doing, trooper?
Got another mission, sir.
You're not gonna heal.
Is there a reason we're just standing here? Moving on.
Grenade,
Okay, so I think the best option is to
You
take
heard
this
the
team
man.
down on the left. Little sneaky
Run away,
passage on
sir.
the left over here.
General. All units are in position, sir. Yes, sir. Into the fray. Understood, sir.
The music on the Nubs channel is pretty good. This is. I wish you guys could hear the audio for the stream watching, but it is what
Take
it
him
is.
out.
Delta squad forming up.
Good to go, sir.
Nothing beats good old-fashioned blaster fire. How many fucking things do they have? Over a million usually.
Yes, sir.
These troopers are
There we
freaking
go.
Rambo over here.
We stand ready. You heard the man. Ready for action.
Keep an eye on these guys. I don't want to get them just
Why am I the
killed
only
some
one with a
stupid
sense
shit.
Hello there. Oh, this is going to be easy.
Got another mission, sir? Right away, sir. I need a medic here.
What is this? Okay, it's a super battle droid almost. Took it out a little patrol on the flank.
Into the fray.
Oh, wow, this is
General.
spicing up a little bit over here.
Yes, sir.
Let's get our grenades and just fry this one out a little bit.
Understood, sir. Light 'em up.
Welcome to Mustafar.
Welcome to the party.
You can
Got a
count on us.
fucking metal grinder over here in this hallway. Kind of gives a new meaning to
We stand ready.
Fatal Funnel.
Here we
Not
come.
really. kind of basically embodies the actual meaning of Fatal Funnel.
Crap.
Constructing.
Sir, you know patience is a
I
virtue.
hear you've got a bit of trouble
Bring
with
'em on.
the Seppies, General.
Forward, down.
What are your orders?
Yes, sir.
Let's get a casualty collection point set up on this section. And let's move up
You heard the man.
our little fire team.
Construction complete. Yes, sir.
Hold it together, Deltas.
Let's give it a little
General.
whack here, take some risks,
Right away,
push
sir.
it forward.
Is that the same area Anakin and Obi-Wan dueled?
Box squad. On the move.
I have no idea. The map
Looks
doesn't
like
seem
it.
very accurate necessarily. This is
Oh
probably
yeah,
one
that's
of
a
the,
heck of a fatal funnel for the troops to fight through. They're wall to wall in there. Holy, how'd you kill that many
I will do what I
battle
must.
droids at once?
it does actually like 3 waves.
Yes, sir. Into the fray.
Yeah, this fire team over here, these are aspiring arcs by the look of it.
We'll take out the target in one shot.
Yeah, the Mustafar scenario looks like a lot of close quarters battle scenarios.
We stand ready. You can count on us, sir. Here we come.
Combat engineers up here taking
Nothing
this turret.
but scrap.
Got another mission, sir.
Yeah, this map definitely looks like the composition of the dueling map in Revenge of the Sith. I can tell. The capture point is where Obi-Wan and Anakin were having their initial standoff.
My allegiance is to the Republic.
It's a new ability. Walk through walls apparently.
Colonel, you're coming in kind of quiet too.
Alright. Stand by.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Cootie cootie.
We are victorious.
That was easy enough. You missed it, unfortunately, but at the beginning, as soon as we landed, Sidious was waiting for us on the landing pad, so he had to duel Obi-Wan immediately.
Darth Sidious?
Yeah. Luckily, Obi-Wan was apparently up to this
That's a
fight.
heck of a welcoming committee.
I know. I was a little worried for a
should
second,
feel-
but luckily,
You should feel
well,
honored that he's there to greet you on Mustafar.
System control.
I think he was there doing admin work, and then we
Construction
just showed up, and
complete.
he's like, "Motherfuckers!" He was probably walking out to his shuttle to leave, and then we just show up.
Wait, is that one of your commandos there?
Construction complete.
Engage. Oh yeah, yeah. It looks like commando.
Yeah.
Oh, they look epic.
Doo-doo-doo. Okay.
For the Republic.
So you push forward and
There's
captured that.
Obi-Wan. So
building.
Obi-Wan. He looked kind of like Mace from behind because of how dark his hair color. And how smooth his head was. I was like, is that Mace? What's he doing? He has a blue lightsaber. Man, they're perforating that generator.
Crews are online.
Beginning construction. Building.
We
castle.
are victorious.
Victoria.
Building started.
Well,
Mustafar seemed easy enough.
yeah, it was a fairly simple planet. It's not the most.
Like you lost Sidious.
Oh, he's wounded because he tried to fight Obi-Wan when we landed, and Obi-Wan obviously, Obi-Wan, Commander Cody, and their little sort of medic team were able to take him out. I think he's just wounded though. It's Sidious. I'm sure he's like vicious. He'll find a way. He always finds a way.
He'll consume entire planets to restore his health.
Training troops.
Okay, let's see. Mulliston. This place. Oh, I need to unpause it so I can actually get some progress on the. Well, there's a lot of heroes here. We've got two
Construction
generals.
complete.
Cannot fight that space battle yet, so I'm going to bring in some more
Construction
troops, I think.
Construction
Till then,
complete.
let's pull
Construction complete.
you down, pull you across. Let's have this
Construction
commander
complete.
join.
Crews are
Obi-Wan
online.
I think it's time to get your Manon stronghold, isn't it?
Delta. I think we have command of Manon, so
Tactical battle imminent.
not sure what benefits it has though. Put on the strategic information. Auto healing during ground battles apparently is the only thing it has.
Building started.
Beginning construction. Beginning construction.
Okay, so
Building
what's the status on Mustafar there?
We've
It
captured it.
belongs
We're
to
gonna-
you.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
taken control of the ground and destroyed the station in the process, and now Obi-Wan's rendezvousing with his acclimator in orbit so that we can clear the skies and get our friendly station. Looks like we're 90% to tech level 2, which is some good progress considering how.
Unilist looks well fortified to any assault. Are you gonna go from Unilist?
Not yet. First, we're gonna clear the orbit of Mustafar from this frigate.
what I must. You won't get away this
Okay,
time.
so it's about to be a
The
space
Republic
battle.
needs your help fighting on the front lines. Are you ready to join the battle?
Is the stream smooth? It's not
Stay alert,
lagging at
boys.
all. Right?
More fighters inbound.
Is the galaxy map accurate as far as planets and distance and whatnot? That's an interesting question.
I don't think so. From what I can gather, as far as the positioning of the planets, they're not necessarily. It's not the most accurate galaxy map. Apparently, the
You have allowed this.
mod
Dark
author
Lord
wasn't the
twist
most
your
accurate,
mind.
or couldn't find enough
Taking
information or
fire.
something. It
Can't take
seems
much
a little
more
bit
of
too mishmash for that to be accurate. I think some places probably are relatively accurate, like the core planets are relatively close together. But other than that,
And unfortunately, it seems like some planets are missing.
some of the more sort of fringe
Hoth,
planets.
right?
Yeah. Well, Hoth, I don't think
How
it's supposed to
could you
be.
leave out Hoth?
I don't think Hoth is supposed to be discovered until the current saga, though,
Watch it! Taking fire!
or until specifically
Yes, it's from the sixth planet of the Hoth system.
Watch it!
the
The
original.
field is strong enough to
Taking
deflect
fire.
any bombardment.
Hello there.
Can't take much more of this. Watch it! Taking fire!
Fire
take much more of
battles.
Watch it!
How about Kali? Is Kali on the galactic map?
Watch it!
I'm not sure. What kind of planet is that again? Is that a?
The Kalish are from there. I don't know Kali actually.
Can't take much more
I
of
don't know that species. The Kalish doesn't sound familiar.
That's actually a planet that's new on me. I don't know. I feel bad for not knowing about it.
This time you won't
General.
escape.
Y-Wing squadron is clear to engage.
I'll do what I must.
Taking fire! Can't take much more of
All batteries, fire, fire!
Watch it!
The only damage they done is to your shields.
Luckily, it's just from the bombers. Just correct
Well,
implementation.
Manon is there, so moot point.
Fire for maximum effect.
Oh, this is going to be easy. Your move.
We do have a Mon Calamari, which is one of the
So
plants that's in
uncivilized.
here.
I hear you've got a bit of trouble with the Seppies, General. What are your orders?
Let's see if we can get these fighters. Stop running, you assholes. Oh, damn it.
Oh, nice close up. Take evasive action.
My allegiance is
Hull
to
is
the
collapsing,
Republic.
sir.
You won't get away this time. Oh, this is going to be easy. You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind.
We're still flying half a ship.
Hello there.
No, they're not flying any ship. They're totally destroyed. All the ships with which I am not familiar.
So uncivilized.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with Clone War ships either. I feel bad. I believe he's using the Acclimator class.
Yeah, the capital, or yeah, the quote capital ship that I have at the moment is Acclimator class, the same ones that are in the Clone Wars movie. The little
I do
fighters
believe-
are from the don't want to say shitty, but the shitty animated series.
And I think the enemy ship he was fighting is a banking clan capital ship, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know
It's
the
not
name
a
of
it's
it.
not a banking the banking clan. I don't know if they were capital ships, but they were frigates, the ones like basically gunship frigates.
Yeah, but I think they're a banking clan design, the ones you were going up against.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong though.
And then there's sort of trade federation, you know, the drop ships from that land on Naboo. There's a version of that that is apparently
Yeah.
a patrol ship as well, which is
Looked
interesting.
like a giant yeah, it was the Hindenburg. He just shot down the Hindenburg of Star Wars.
No, it's tiny ship. Like those frigates are pathetic compared to
The
a lot of the other
Republic
stuff.
needs your help fighting.
Yeah,
on the
now correct me if I'm
lines.
wrong, but the
Are
way
you
that
ready
the
to join the
Confederacy of
battle?
Independent Systems works with their fleet is they have different factions contribute their
Taking
ships.
fire.
So
Yeah,
they have different a vast array of starship designs and ground troops and equipment.
yeah, quite a
Yeah.
significant amount.
I can't say that. Munificent Star Frigate and the CIS patrol
Into the
ship.
fray.
And the patrol ships is a modified version of the
Here we come.
drop ship, I think, to some extent. Or either way, or it's built by the same
Hello
Waiting
there.
a target, sir.
race,
General.
because they're very similar looking.
Waiting a target, sir. Stay alert, boys. More fighters inbound.
I will do what I must.
So we have a bunch of transport ships that just jumped into the system and hoping to we can wipe
CIS
them
is
out.
Confederacy of Independent Systems.
We know.
Or Separatists. That's another name. That's the official name for the Separatists. Space battle at Mustafar.
Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it. Taking fire.
I will do
Can't
what I
take much
must.
more of this. Watch it.
This time you won't
Taking
escape.
fire.
It's actually a pretty cool
Civilized.
name to think about it.
Watch it.
Confederacy of Independent Systems. I kind of like it. But I guess the shorthand, the easier way to say it is Separatists.
Kill them
Line it
all.
up.
Oh, they jumped.
I'm rooting for the Separatists in this campaign, but
You
sometimes I
keep
get
flip
attached to them.
flopping. Initially, you're like,
I
I'm for the
flip-flop,
separatists, and I'm
yeah.
like, I care about the clones, and I'm like, I'm for the separatists.
Yeah.
Make-
Well,
Must
it
make your mind
identifies
up,
the faction clearly. Yeah, I flip-flop because I see
Building
personally
under
what
construction.
Commander Haig is going through, Jedi General Haig is going through, and then I get attached to his
Reinforcements
soldiers.
Available.
But then at the same time, I believe in the cause of the CIS.
Traitor scum.
Building started.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Oh, fleet coming to Mustafar.
I wonder what would happen if the Separatists would have actually won, though.
That would be odd.
Because I believe Count Dooku wanted to overthrow Palpatine. I believe if they would have won, the purge never would have happened. I think.
No, I think they still would have, because Dooku was never powerful enough to beat Sidious. I think if they even became close to winning, Sidious would have just flipped them.
We're gonna turn this into a theory video. let's not stray into that territory.
Navigating.
Construction complete.
Your move.
Construction complete.
Oh, it's stuff
Separatist
fighting.
retreat.
Yeah, it was because they had a bunch of.
Separatist fleet basically seems like a joke at this point.
Oh no!
Tactical battle imminent.
Don't jump to conclusions with that. That last battle was just they jumped in a bunch of troop transports. That was just a miscommunication. They had a frigate there. I destroyed the frigate, and as that battle was happening, they had already sent troops to reinforce the planet. But because they didn't expect my ship to be in orbit, as soon as they dropped out, they're dealing with a battleship rather than having control of the system. So I was basically having a turkey shoot shooting down their transports. That's why they retreated. So that was basically just a bunch of transport ships.
The Republic needs your help fighting on the front lines. Are you ready to join the battle?
This Dark Lord to twist your
Yes, sir.
mind.
Waiting at target, sir.
Spider's running away again.
Good old Kuat drive yards.
Tech upgrade complete.
Yep. Providing all the ships anyone could ever need. Wait, what?
Construction complete.
Oh, okay, tech upgrade. That's good. Okay, so now we should have a Venator. And we have another Jedi. We have Plo Koon. Which is
Finally,
good.
we'll have the Venator class ship.
No,
That's
it's not
a
Venator. It's
Capital
a Venator.
battleship, right?
It's a cruiser.
Reinforcements
Capital ship. Yeah.
available.
Construction
Training troops.
Cool.
complete.
Let's make an ARC team,
Recruiting.
sniper team, force recon,
Enlisting.
some
Training
rocket
troops.
troopers. Let's get some
Recruiting
a
troops.
lot of rocket
Training
troopers.
troops.
Rocket troopers all day, every day.
Reinforcements available.
Beginning construction.
Upgrade some
That
rocket.
is neat. I don't know much about Star Wars outside of the Old Republic, but it's fun to see familiar names.
Ooh, we also have the,
and
we have the
I'm not as
501st. Sweet.
versed in the Clone Wars expertise field as
Construction
Jedi
complete.
General Haig, but yeah, I know
Recruiting
what you
troops.
mean. The Clone
Recruiting
Wars is probably
soldiers.
one of my weaker
Construction
lore
complete.
sections
Reinforcements available.
Construction
because I
complete.
haven't seen the Clone Wars
Recruiting
series.
soldiers.
Yep.
Construction.
So the cool thing is
I know
now we're
more
Tech
about the-
2. Oh, go on.
I know more about the Old Republic and the expanded universe, the non-canonized
Unit
expanded universe,
Construction complete.
New Jedi Order, that kind of thing.
Building started.
Okay, so a cool thing we've got now is
Reinforcements available.
from the new tech level, we can actually assign. So essentially, from canon-wise, as far as the story goes, or I guess as far as the movies go. So initially, you have like everyone's clone troopers are all the same style. They've all got the plain white, and then eventually, all the troopers in different divisions start trying to personalize themselves. So you have the 501st with the blue, 212th with the orange, and then we've got the 327th with a yellow, the
Okay.
104th with grey, and things like that. So now we can actually build, create specialized clone platoons for the group.
So the troopers are distinguishing themselves in their roles.
Yeah, or not necessarily for the roles, but for the battalions, for the different divisions.
Solus is actually a planet the Celestians weren't born in a lab. Leave it to evolution to create such a bizarre species. No, Solus is actually a very canon planet. Solus is mentioned in Return of the Jedi when Darth Vader says, "What are the reports of the rebel fleet gathering near Solus?" And that's what he was talking about. The Celestian is the co-pilot of Lando Calrissian
Recruitment
in Return of the
cancelled.
Jedi. Nian Nub is his name.
Recruitment.
I don't know if you remember him with the big bulbous black eyes and like kind of like the underfins on his
Beginning
cheekbones.
construction.
That's the Celestian,
Beginning construction.
and it's a very, very canon planet. They announce it in the Return of the Jedi, so it's about as canon as you can get. And I do not believe they were born in labs, right, Colonel? Celestians.
I
don't think
don't
they
know
were.
enough about that species
I
to
don't know.
say.
I don't know. In Clone Wars, they do something. They're still incredibly bizarre.
Imminent.
Felucia. Oh,
I
they're
believe
invading Felucia.
Celestians.
Oh,
I believe their lore is they're very good engineers. Yeah, and I believe their planet is kind of like Mustafar. It's kind of like a lava-infested planet, rock and lava, and they become very good engineers as a result of living in their atmosphere with like
Yes, sir.
there's like magma and volcanoes everywhere. They design very good cities to
Yes, sir.
withstand the intense heat, so they became engineers out of necessity.
You
So
heard the man.
that's what
Welcome to the
Celestians
battlefield, General.
excel at.
We stand
I
ready.
believe, anyways. That I think I got that lore from playing Star Wars
Into the
Rogue
fray.
Squadron for the 64.
Know the mission, sir?
Sir, I'm picking up contacts ahead. We're not alone out here.
Okay, so now we're on Felucia. This is the first battle of Felucia. We are definitely gonna lose this. But we'll do our
The
best to try and
Battle
hold
of
them up.
Fallujah.
Yes, sir. You can count on us, sir.
We'll have a hard battle on our hands. So are they threatening you on Fallujah, or are you attacking them?
They're attacking. We have controlled Felucia up till now,
Okay,
but
so
they're
you
more
won't.
than likely gonna take it. We don't have enough defenses. They're too separated from the rest of the.
And you only have one trooper detachment on Fallujah.
Yeah, one platoon.
Here we come. You
So
heard the man.
Rancor is the local wildlife there too. And the weather prediction is rain. This
Into
is
the
gonna be
fray.
bad.
Be careful, these fucking.
Understood, sir. I hear
Uh-uh.
you got a bit of trouble with the
There's a
septic.
lot of
What
hostile
are your orders?
plant life and stuff like that here, so you have to be real careful when you're
Count
moving
on
your
us,
troops
sir.
around.
All units
Fallujah with
ready.
its exotic
We stand ready
fungal plant life
Here
is
we
very
come.
interesting to look at.
You heard the man. Right
But
away,
it's
sir.
going to be a nightmare for your troops to
Know the
fight in.
mission, sir?
Yes, sir. Take him out.
And I can't tell, but has the rain started yet?
What are your orders?
I'm not sure. I don't think it actually is raining, but it's definitely.
All units are in position.
And then is there a
Not good
Sarlacc pit there too?
I haven't seen a Sarlacc pit yet.
I think I saw a Sarlacc pit
Into the fray.
near your LZ. It was
Yes, sir.
in a marsh. So is it like an aquatic Sarlacc?
I'm not sure I didn't see that. Let me I think was it near the LZ or the starting point for the CIS probably.
No, I can't. I don't know if it was yours or theirs, but
Nothing but scrap.
it was in one of the marshes.
Secure the landing zone. Take him out. Understood, sir.
Watch out for that Sarlacc.
Here
I
we
love
go.
Rancors too. I want to get one of the mounts for. Oh yeah, they're affected by the rain, aren't they?
General,
Oh shit.
you heard the man. Right away, sir. Into the fray.
Go play those slot
Light 'em up.
machines, 30 golden tickets for Rancor. Oh, thank you for the tip.
We'll take out the target with one shot.
I
Comes the battle droid attack, and the clones
What are
drop
your
them.
orders? Understood, sir. Yes, sir. All units are in position, sir. We stand ready. Nothing but scrap.
Guess that went well. It's actually going surprisingly well so far.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, battle droid attack from the south.
You can count on us, sir. I hear you've got a bit of trouble with the Seppies, General. What are your
Scout
orders?
ahead a little bit on this western flank with our fire team.
Here we come.
The planet is Felucia.
Oh, was somebody asking what planet it was?
Yeah.
Right away, sir. Into the fray.
First how well this is going, I still need to avoid this plant life though, because they are a pain in the ass.
Understood, sir.
The flora, I believe, it's a type of fungus. The plant life is a type of fungus that grows all across the planet. Some of it's even
mission, sir.
predatory in nature, the fungus,
Here
like
we
Venus
come.
flytraps and whatnot.
You heard the man.
And I believe I spotted a
Into the fray.
sarlacc near one of the landing zones.
Oh, yes, sir!
In soundtrack.
Yes, flanking maneuvers are working pretty well. Oh, it's an interesting battle because we're with my small fire teams. Essentially, I'm engaging their fire teams
General.
on patrol,
Yes, sir.
and then using flanking maneuvers
stand ready.
when they aggro. This is kind of MMR tactics in some ways, just sort of aggroing them with the tanks and then
Got
moving
another mission,
around.
sir.
But rather than tanks, they're actually just
Attention, Sergeant on deck.
different elements.
General.
Alright, so now we have a pillbox, which is a good point to defend.
Form, I missed the last sentence you said. Could you please post it again?
What the fuck is that? What is that?
Guide 'em up.
Under attack.
What is
Take out
that,
the
Private
target
Pile?
with one shot.
Fucking
I
run!
can't see it.
Yes, sir.
You don't wanna see it.
Rancor?
You can count on us, sir.
Oh no, the Rancor!
Here we come. Nothing.
I like that Sarlacc is a freaking plant. Is it a plant? Yeah, I think it might be.
Oh, we killed it, thank god.
Turret constructing.
Got another mission, sir.
You heard the man.
Attention, Sergeant on deck.
Right away, sir.
Oh, that trooper had a nice cover point next to that bunker. He was able to kill a whole squad by himself.
Turret constructing.
General.
Found a random village I'm investigating. Oh wow, I completely forgot to pay attention to my northern flank and we lost that troop.
Yes, sir. All units are in position, sir. Understood, sir. You can count on us, sir.
The hell is this
We
place?
stand ready.
Got another mission, sir.
That kind of mine?
That's their base in the southwest.
This isn't theirs. This is I think this is some kind of native
Oh
facility.
crap! I'm seeing the Rancor.
Here we come.
It's a bull Rancor. He looks hungry.
Attention, Sergeant on deck.
You heard the man. Right away, sir.
He's chasing you down.
Into the
No, he
fray.
gave up.
Turret constructing.
He's injured.
General.
Move! Move!
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
No more Rancor.
You can count on us, sir.
Juicy meat bags.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
sir.
what the Rancor was thinking.
I hear you've got a bit of trouble with the Seppies, General. What are your orders?
Construction complete.
Here we come.
You have the CIS with their superior battle tactics. They send a lone rocket droid after you
You heard
again.
the man.
Yeah, super battle droids are deadly. If I'm not careful, they will wipe out a fire team. Oh
Yes,
shit!
sir.
Oh no! Do me a favor and check out. I want to see. It's their LZ. I think they have a Sarlacc. I don't know if you can reveal that part of the map.
Yeah, I think I'm there
away,
now.
sir.
So in about 30 seconds, you see. I don't think it's a sarlacc necessarily, but there's definitely tentacles sticking out of the water.
Yeah, and then I saw like a mouth protrusion coming out of the water. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, you got one lone soldier in the base. He's clearing it by himself.
Oh, we've lost the northern flank.
He's doing a darn fine job.
Got another mission, sir.
It's like an aquatic sarlacc.
Into the fray.
The stream seems to be a bit further behind than normal for you right now. Does this
Yeah, I
does
think
it say
so.
live in the bottom left?
Crap. It's grayed out on the
Oh,
live section.
That means you're not quite up to date then. What you can now do if you want is just click on where it says live and then it should pull it up so you're actually a little more synced up.
Okay.
So that way I
I
hope
gotta
prevent me
reset the chat.
spoiling it too much for you.
Had to reset the chat. Okay, there we go. I think I'm back up to speed.
Did you see the
Understood, sir.
aquatic sarlacc looking thing?
No, I did not. That's what I wanted to see. Do not feed the aquatic sarlacc.
General,
Don't feed him troopers either.
here we come. You heard the man.
Battle droid attack from the east. Hold the line, boys. Oh, that clone had to retreat into the forest.
Right away,
It's
sir.
like, screw this noise.
No.
Turrets are holding their ground.
Reinforcement point contested.
Retreat! Oh, they're in hot pursuit of that clone.
You get caught
Oh
off.
no! He got ambushed right there at the end. It's playing the Imperial March theme when you lose your
Our
troops.
base is under attack.
They went your turrets. You expected to lose this battle, didn't you?
I am gonna lose, by the way.
No.
All my troops are dead and I don't have any turrets, so it's basically waiting for them to finish the base. I should just retreat just to save everyone the pain of waiting.
Reinforcement point contested.
No, I want to see the destruction.
Like when I do retreat, it should instantly blow up, but I don't trust these stupid droids to actually kill the fucking the facility.
Reinforcement point contested.
Yeah.
No, let them go down swinging.
Oh no, there's nobody to fight. Like it's just an unmanned facility that can't defend itself. It's just waiting for the droids
okay.
to be smart enough to actually do something about it.
Oh, the AI won't attack your base.
Yeah, for some reason, like some of them will, but then the main there's like
No, they're moving in on your base, aren't they?
there's a squad standing next to the base but not actually firing. So I'm gonna have to just.
Hey, Bane, thanks for checking in on me. We're playing some Star Wars Empire War.
Just lost the first battle of Felucia.
System lost.
As it
Yeah.
was foreseen.
The one talking before me was Jedi General Haig. I'm Commander Itchy. Oh yeah, I hope your stream goes well, Bane. Well, you're muted, so.
Training. Vehicle in production.
Take level 3. Need more money.
Morabon.
Oh, there's a battle. Oops. Where is
What's
this?
going on in Morabon?
Kessel system. Oh, it's an invasion. Oh, this should be good. Not.
Might have to have a game of this tomorrow.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so this is the I think this is the third battle of Kessel by this point.
Yes, sir. Into the fray. We stand ready.
Move! Move!
All units are in position, sir.
Can you whisper me the link for this mod? I do not.
Understood, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
not playing the game Jedi General Haig is.
The
I think
Republic
you
needs
can do
your
it.
help fighting on the front.
I could throw it up in the
Are you
chat
ready
at
to
the
join
end
the
of the
battle?
episode.
Attention, Sergeant on deck!
Mining facility destroyed. Here we come. I hear you've got a bit of trouble with the Seppies, General.
Okay, so now
What
this
are
is
your
an exercise in fucking hasty defensive
All units are in position. sir.
establishing.
Yes, sir. Enemies moving in. We stand ready. Light 'em up. Can't take much more of this. Nothing but scrap.
Mission, sir.
We've secured a landing zone.
Attention, Sergeant on deck!
General,
Get to the bunker, trooper. No, you didn't get there. Damn it.
reinforcement point contested. Turret
Battle droid
constructed.
attack from the south.
You heard the man.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. We stand ready. Throw it away, sir.
We've lost the landing
He's
zone.
dead.
Don't know the mission, sir.
Grenade turret constructing.
I hear you've got a bit of trouble with the Seppies, General. What are your orders?
Construction complete.
Let me control you, damn it, you worthless piece of garbage.
Turret
All
constructing.
units are in position, sir.
Turret constructing. Construction complete. Turret constructing. Turret constructing.
Yes, sir. Into the fray.
Base is
Let's see if
under
this turret
attack.
works any better.
I hear you've got a bit of trouble with the Seppies, General. What are your orders?
Construction complete. Construction complete. Turret constructing.
What's the situation?
Complete.
You getting steamrolled here. Oh, they're releasing prisoners. Oh, they're just killing them all.
They're killing the prisoners?
Yeah, they released a bunch of prisoners and they killed all the prisoners that weren't on their side. Join us or die.
Complete.
Off to destroy the Republic.
Yeah,
Oh, I
we're
see the
s-
prisoners now. Oh no, I see the Geonosian warriors. There's a flying bug of death right there.
I'm hit!
So you're on the defensive right now, right?
Yeah, they're invading this prison room.
Fire in the hole.
Got a pillbox down the front. They're just trying to hold off that four corner. We've got two dug in positions. We're trying to protect
I see the prisoners now.
the high security prison section.
All
The
units
turret is under attack, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Sir, the turret is nearly destroyed.
General, take him out! Yes, sir. We stay ready.
Move! Move!
Fall back, they're coming.
Understood, sir.
Count on us, sir.
don't know the mission, sir.
Oh, that's just cheating.
How did they cheat?
They blew some stuff up. We didn't have line of sight. Are they Jawas, really?
Jawa?
Did
You're
like
under
Jawa,
attack by Jawas?
some Jawa prisoners?
Why would clone troopers want to slaughter Jawas?
The Jawas want to slaughter the clone troopers.
Yeah, I know. Why would Jawas want to slaughter clone troopers?
What are these guys? Are they Ugnaughts? Yeah, it's murdered a bunch of Ugnaughts as well. They were prisoners.
Ugnaughts! You're slaughtering Ugnaughts and
Hey,
Jawas.
they're prisoners and they're trying to help the revolt, so fuck them.
Hey, I'm
Yes,
dark side. You know me. I like it.
Here we go.
You know you're not gonna offend me.
You heard the man.
Kill all the Ugnaughts and Jawas you want. You could go on an Ugnaught Jawa genocide for all I
Throw it away,
care.
sir. Yes, sir.
No, I like
Stay ready.
Jawas though. I have a soft spot for Jawas, not Ugnaughts though. Like I like Bleez from SWTOR. I
hear
love
you've got a bit
Bleez.
of trouble
I wouldn't
with the
kill
Seppies,
him.
General. What
But
are
I
your
would
orders?
kill Ugnaughts.
So you have a little lull in the fighting, so I'm gonna do a little scouting mission.
Into the fray.
And
I hate
recruit training.
Ugnaughts because they tried to destroy 3PO in Empire Strikes Back. I
Oh,
hated that scene.
So here I've got something for you. So I saw another video from a guy today on another guy on YouTube. I'll have to get his name. I'll put the link up in the description later on the YouTube.
Move!
But so
Yeah.
apparently there's this niche
Understood, sir.
Star Wars magazine, and it's about these two characters who have like the most amazing backstory, and they basically are involved in everything in
Here
the
we
universe.
come.
Like every major event they have a hand
You
in.
heard the man.
It is ridiculous, and they're basically like fucking Dumb and Dumber, but they're
Yeah.
Right away,
like
sir.
in the background of Star Wars. It's so stupid.
Into the fray.
So like so apparently they were like initially like Jedi Padawans, but they were shitty, and like even Yoda just like would face palm at it when seeing them.
Understood, sir.
And then
What?
yeah,
Count on us,
and then in the during the rebellion, they were aboard the princess's ship, but they cowered
Here we
out
come.
from actually fighting her. Oh goddamn. Look at that. To put up defenses on their base or something. Okay, so we have to fast forward and see if the
LZ3 looks clear. Negative. LZ3 is not clear. We
um.
have battle droids on location, sir.
So apparently they bumped into Princess Leia and got her. No, they bumped into a C-3PO, then they got captured because of it, and then they swore to kill C-3PO, and then later they were on the Death Star, and then so it's weird. So they somehow were on the Death Star. They were about to get captured. They knocked out the people that were going to capture them. Took the stormtrooper outfit. Then went on the Death Star. Did some stuff. Then they tried to escape the Death Star in TIE fighters. Right as Moff Tarkin destroyed Alderaan, so they're the two that they're the TIE fighters that are in the asteroid field that the Millennium Falcon run into, and then they accidentally bait them back to the Death Star, and then like so the pilot of the TIE fighter that baits them back to the Death Star is actually one of these fucking Dumb and Dumber guys that is trying to escape the Death Star right when Alderaan blows up.
Oh my god.
So then they bait back, and then they get stuck. When they get back, they get stuck on guard duty, and then they end up being the stormtrooper guards that are guarding the shield generator when Obi-Wan goes and turns off the generator. so the two dumb guards are these dumbasses. And then even more, it goes up further where they end up being in. They're on Bespin, and they're the ones who destroy C-3PO. Because he got his revenge because they were pissed at C-3PO. So they're the ones who destroy C-3PO. Then like Lando, was gonna give them like a new hyperdrive or something, and then Lando asked them like, "Do you know anything about a destroyed droid?" Because of seeing C-3PO in parts in the movie. That one scene when they're in the hotel room, basically. It's just like this never-ending, just like chain of events. It's where these people are involved in. It's ridiculous. I'll have to put the link into the guy's video.
Okay.
In the description of the YouTube channel or the video afterwards. It's ridiculous. Like I'm not sure if it's canon or not, but it's definitely it would be an interesting development.
Oh my god. That's
Right.
nuts.
So what troops do we have left? So we have three troopers left.
Do you have...
Into the fray.
Oh wow. This is 3.
Yes, sir.
Oh no. Okay, so I've got 3 and then 5 in the bunker. So I'm gonna pull out the Grenadier because I need him.
We stand ready. Understood, sir.
But they don't have any troops left either, so they're just like they're hunkered down at their deployment, and I'm hunkered down protecting the prison. So I have to try and break the stalemate.
Here we come. You
Oh.
heard the man.
Time.
Fucking turret. Get down.
Got another mission, sir.
Right away, sir.
Yes, sir! Attention, Sergeant on deck.
General.
No giving up, General Jar
Into the
Jar.
fray.
Move! Move!
I think these battles with minimal resources are always interesting. So you have to be really careful with individual sort of small unit tactics.
Okay, so I only see 2 clone troopers there. They just took out a turret.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we.
You're on your own, boys.
I'm not sure if you noticed, saw it, but there was a small fire team there, and they all got
You can count on us.
wiped out by the turret initially.
Here we
But luckily
come.
the Grenadier was alive and was able to rush it.
You heard the
So every
man.
time you have a turret or a pillbox or something in this game, you basically have to Saving Private Ryan it
Right away, sir.
with the Grenadier.
A single
Construction
Grenadier.
complete.
He should get a medal for every turn he destroys.
Yeah.
He goes through a lot because he always risks his life to take out one
Well,
singular turret.
everyone gives him covering fire.
Turret
We
constructed.
stand ready.
Yeah.
Understood, sir.
Don't they always come back with like freaking half health when they're trying
Yeah.
to grenade the turret?
They're also like dead sprinters. These are all like a lot of speed
Oh, yeah, they
enhancements in the
sprint like
cloning.
Usain Bolt.
Only for short periods though. They've only got that 100 yards down. They can't do the marathon.
Or they have the hydraulic overload or override on their armor, on their leg plates on their armor, and they activate it whenever they're sprinting, just like the bounty hunters have hydraulic overrides. That's how we could RP it up, I guess.
Yeah.
They do run really fast though, especially for wearing all that armor.
Here we come. Light 'em up.
What was that? A turret engaging?
They're kind of
another turret.
Oh yeah, they have
I don't know.
deployable turret platforms. They're like kind of like hover
Okay.
platforms, but then they can like deploy and build a turret or a shield generator on top of them. The worst combination is when they put a shield generator next to a turret. It's torture. But I think we're actually about to win this battle though once kill these droids.
General.
Were you predicting that you were gonna win this battle?
I wasn't sure. I was just making the best effort of it, and looks like we did so. For the Republic.
For the Republic.
Building started.
We are victorious.
Okay, as soon as we get paid,
Impossible.
For day
Nothing could
15.
get through our shield.
Complete.
I'm gonna save it. God damn it. Where's Dongar? Oh, no, over here.
For the Republic.
Another semi-impossible battle to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay, troopers, we will stop them this far, not further.
Right away, sir. We stand ready.
The weather is rainy and clear at the same time. Or it could be rain or clear. I don't know. I'm not a weatherman.
Oh, looks like we have a
Like a
rain.
meteorology
Are
class.
you ready to join the battle? Understood, sir.
Attention, Sergeant on deck.
You can count
Interesting
on us,
spawn point. Where they spawn next to a giant turnip or something.
Apparently.
Sir, I'm picking up contact.
I don't know what that plant like is. Wait, this is Fallujah, right?
No,
Yeah.
this is Dongar.
Oh, Dongar.
Nothing
That's
but
kind of like Fallujah in a way.
Man
It's in the
down.
same region of space. Don't you dare go back, trooper.
Here we come.
Your squad died to give you an opening. You could run.
You heard the man.
Oh, as we can see the troops. Oh, they're ambushed from the south.
Sir. Right
You
away,
didn't
sir.
see those battle droids, did you?
Constructing.
I couldn't. That's where they spawn.
We stand ready.
Yeah. Oh, you got that one survivor. He survived the ambush, but the battle droids are in hot pursuit.
Constructing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, they caught up to him.
Get
No.
those turrets activated, boys.
Got another mission, sir.
Attention, Sergeant
Construction.
on
You
deck.
need to. Oh, you don't have any heroes here, do you?
No, not yet. Oh, yeah, this is just a single platoon defending this again.
General. I need a medic here.
Construction complete.
Hope they have some like anti-rain gear or something. Oh, battle droid attack from the south.
Yes, sir.
Impossible. I must be made ments.
Turret
We
constructing.
stand ready.
Got another mission,
Check
sir.
it out,
Sir,
Corporal. We'll
always-
cover you.
Platoon.
Constructing.
Attention, Sergeant on deck.
Can't take much more of this.
Oh man, why did those battle droids stop attacking?
I killed them all. You got wiped out by the AA.
it
gun.
looked like they were still standing on my screen. I guess I just looked at it wrong.
Construction complete.
You said it fell face forward on
Construction complete.
the bank.
Yeah, it looked like they were standing up straight. I'll get that constructed turret, boys. Oh yeah, that's what they fell flat on their face. There's some of them fell on their back.
Construction complete.
They look hilarious. Oh, they disappear.
We've secured a landing zone.
Oh, we came through the trees.
Turret constructing.
Homestead ready? Here we come.
Find this position. Okay.
Another battle droid squad down.
Okay, so we dug in now. Now to wait for them to attack. So fast forward.
Get those turrets up and running.
Complete.
Oh. You appear to have an attack.
Bro, what was that map you went into? I don't see you use that too often.
It wasn't really map, you just scroll out far enough and it doesn't.
General.
Does that give you any kind of tactical advantage?
Not really. That's why I don't really use it much. Just more of so it just gives
okay.
you
Yeah.
top down.
We are victorious.
Huh.
Victory. Just dumb droids. Okay.
You stupid little astro droid.
Come on, day 15.
Oh,
traction
those,
sooner.
yeah, those droids got mowed down.
Reinforcement available.
Here we have some 501st guys. Nice.
Victory for the Republic.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Right away, sir.
Malister. Where the hell is Malister?
Hold on, I have to take a brief intermission to throw my food in the oven.
Cool.
May the force be with you.
Oh, so Malister is here. Okay, so it should be weird.
Building under construction.
So I can move some troops there.
And may the force be with you.
Understood.
Tactical battle imminent.
No. Eek. This is not really good. We're going to fast forward just to show the futility of it all.
Reinforcements en route. Upgrade in progress.
The Republic needs your help fighting on the front lines. Are you ready to join the battle?
All batteries, fire, fire!
Count on us, sir. Nothing but more crap. I've got a problem. Watch it! Taking
Reinforcements
fire.
en route.
Waiting it can't take much more of this.
We are doomed.
Watch
Doomed
it!
to tell
Taking
you.
fire. Order confirmed. Much more of this.
Destroy the shield
Watch it.
generator.
Space station
Taking fire.
damaged.
Our
Can't take
shields
much
have
more
been
of this.
disabled.
Watch
The
it!
launch bay is
Taking
disabled.
fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it!
Oh, don't do
Taking
that.
fire.
Fast forward doesn't end well. They just steamrolled that space station. That was not even a fight. We do have troops in the ground, so we can
available.
fight back when they invade.
Training. Recruiting.
Recruiting soldiers.
Well, let's get tech level
Tech
3
upgrade in
going.
process.
There we go. Nice.
Beginning construction.
Oh, chick.
Building under construction.
Hmm.
Construction.
Arrival imminent.
Construction complete. Tactical battle imminent.
Kessel. Where's Kessel? Oh, it's here again. Okay. Space station, or technically a station configured acclimator versus a bunch of trade ships or cargo ships.
The Republic needs your
Get
help
your
fighting on
best
the
you
front
do,
lines.
droids.
Are you ready to join the battle? Here we come. Stay alert, boys. More
Why am I
fighters
stationed
in.
when it's faced the wrong way? It's not even for me.
Stay alert, boys. More fighters inbound.
Gotta find these damn things.
You can count on us, sir. Waiting at target, sir. Light 'em up. Here we come. General, into the fray.
Oh, they're just gonna run away, are we? See how it is.
Enemies moving in.
Definitely need to reinforce this planet, though. Where do we have troops? Take some troops from Yukio.
Reinforcements available.
Why are you going
Construction
that way
complete.
around? God damn.
This is Red 11 standing by.
Construction
Red 5
complete.
standing by.
Construction complete.
Oh man, I love this soundtrack. It gets me psyched. It's a shame
Don't go
SWTOR
again.
doesn't have more of the original soundtrack. Make sure I'm still live. No, I gotta update the live status.
Okay, so we're defending Dongar again. So while you were away, we lost a space station. 9 enemy frigates and a bunch of sub ships attacked it and just they mopped the floor with
your
the
help fighting on the front
with the station.
lines. Are you ready
Now
to
we're
join
defending
the battle?
Dongar with no infantry presence at all. We just have the turrets that we pre-placed earlier
Okay.
with the last platoon. So let's see how this goes. This probably won't end well, but try and make the best of it.
Sir, I'm picking up contacts ahead. We're not alone out here.
Oh no! Oh, okay, we lost that flank already. It's not good. God damn, I need to stop fast forwarding it.
What planet is this?
Dongar is the one we were fighting on earlier.
Dungar. Oh, you haven't left this planet. Okay.
No, I have. We won it and then we did some other
They
stuff
attacked.
and then came back. Yeah, they re-attacked. We don't have a platoon
CIS
here.
counterattack.
Second wave.
Yeah. That I'm not sure of. Orem, I think it does. I can't remember. I might have to disable that.
What?
I think some links go through and some doesn't. Orem's commenting.
Oh, okay. Come
Give me
on.
permission then. Depends if it's active.
Oh, solar guns.
How do I give you permission? I've never done it before. Okay. Roger, Gold 7.
This turret is very lucky that these droids can't move.
I think I just modded. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know what I'm doing.
Isn't he on Discord with us? Or does he
Yeah,
have a
can't
Discord?
you send it via Discord?
Yeah, just send it through Discord.
And plus, when I have to back out of the YouTube live, it it's kind of hard to set everything up again because I'm not actually playing the game. So yeah, if you don't mind, send the link via Discord. Oh, stop losing control of everything.
This turret is putting
Okay.
up a hell of a last-ditch effort. I don't think it'll be enough though.
Oh, this SWTOR unofficial soundtrack.
Waiting for attack. Oh no! Fast forwarding is the deadliest thing ever in this game.
Our base is under attack.
Come on, kill me, I'm here, do it! Do it, I'm here! Why are the droids always too stupid to actually finish the base at the end? This is on hard as well. I guess I should just retreat, no point waiting for them to do what we already know they'll do. It would be awkward if they ended up not destroying it and retreating. Just check the chat real quick. Nothing? Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait 7 hours for them to decide whether they're gonna destroy it or not. So we automatically.
Mining facility destroyed.
Okay.
Couldn't well, forgot to reinforce it. We
System
couldn't.
lost.
We can do though. Probably. Let's send over a scout.
We
so-
have been defeated.
Reinforcements available.
Constructing unit.
I know we had this
Constructing
conversation
unit.
before, Orem, but my biggest gripe, or one of my bigger gripes with SWTOR is
Reinforcements available.
they didn't put enough of the original soundtrack,
Reinforcements available.
the original John Williams soundtrack into it. That was my problem.
Planetary
That's-
control achieved.
I commend SWTOR for being original, right? But you gotta have the
Beginning
John
construction
Williams in there,
started.
man. You got to. If
Building
it's Star
under
Wars,
construction.
every Star Wars game does this.
Building started.
Construction complete.
Coder didn't, but it still had a lot of the original soundtrack. But SWTOR just has way too many
Tactical battle unit.
non-John Williams songs in it. I'm sorry, and I know you love the SWTOR soundtrack, but I gotta have John Williams in there. That's just me.
Reinforcements.
I gotta hear the original
available.
themes.
Imminent.
Yeah, I get that. I get more of the Star Wars connection when I hear John Williams.
Constructing.
But when I hear some of the SWTOR soundtracks, not all of them, some of them are good.
Reinforcements available.
Unit in production.
I mean, soundtrack is a bit. Okay, so Bane, you kind of agree with me. Orem, you like the SWTOR soundtrack. I know you do, but
Reinforcements.
yeah, I gotta have more
available.
John Williams in there.
Reinforcement available. Training.
Yeah, just in
But
case
oh
we get
yeah,
any
of course,
mishaps
gameplay
or
rocks.
something.
I love SWTOR. I just wish they had more of the original soundtrack in there.
Is this day 16? Day 16, save. Cool. Yeah, made a security save just in case we have a game crash like we did
basic
yesterday.
crash is like,
training.
Let's get some officers going. Now, what do we have here?
I like it. It's different because of different timeline, but sometimes I miss some of the film music. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Bane. I miss the film music. You gotta have those tunes because, like, even George Lucas said it himself. He said the soundtrack of Star Wars. He said John Williams is 50% of Star Wars was the soundtrack. He said 50% of the film Star Wars is the soundtrack. Without it, it wouldn't have.
Navigating to coordinates.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
Yeah, the Hubball team. Yeah, some of them, like, and they have a few of them dotted in there, but not enough for my liking. Bounty Hunter's theme song, House Riz theme, Halloran's interaction, Manon.
Awaiting your orders.
Reinforcements.
You know what, John
available.
Williams costs money, lots and lots of money.
Reinforcements available.
That's true, but like I don't know how much money was an issue.
Available.
Like if they have the license for it and they already have the songs in there. What do you think, Colonel? Do you think that was the issue?
I'm not sure. I think maybe initially they didn't have the license, so they had to just make do. But I'm not sure.
Tactical battle imminent.
They had the license.
Constructing.
Yeah, but I guess Orum's point is there was a limit to probably how many songs they could put in there because of the money.
Building under construction.
Enlisting troops.
Unit in production.
Yeah, that's what I was
Unit
thinking.
in
Like if they could
production.
put a couple of the
Vehicle
songs in there,
Building started.
but not all of
Constructing
them.
Unit.
And Knights of the Old Republic did the same thing. Nah, they wanted new
Beginning
music. It's a
construction.
different era.
Constructing.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys are right, Bane and Orum. But I don't know. I just miss the old soundtrack. But I guess like, yeah, every movie, like every trilogy, the new trilogy and the prequels, they had their original songs too. Yeah, you're right.
The enemy has been defeated.
Yeah, you can't hear Luke's theme, Leia's theme. Yoda's theme is in there. Yoda's theme is on Tython. That's what makes me mad. Yoda's theme is on Tython, but it's remixed.
Just, it's like YouTube changed it just enough so it doesn't affect the copyright.
Yeah. Yoda's theme is on Tython, but it's the remix version. It doesn't sound as good to me. Yeah, I like Revan's theme. I wish they would have put Malik's theme in there. That's one of my favorites.
Throw it away, sir.
Try something. I don't think I can do this.
Like they have the Rancor
Awaiting your
theme in there
orders.
when you fight the Rancor. That's awesome.
Construction complete.
I feel like they could have done like a little bit more of the originals. I guess. I don't know.
Enemy fleet approaching.
I love Sator though. I mean, that's just one of where what I miss is just the I love the original soundtrack. The prequel soundtrack. Like for example, like in Knights of the Fallen Empire, they give you the Battle of the Heroes, one of the best themes in Star Wars, but they only play like a 10-second clip and then they remove it. Yeah, Duel of the Fates, exactly. Like like the theme songs that aren't exclusive to a certain character that's not in the Old Republic, because they do use them. Like I said, they use Battle of the Heroes, but they use like they use a 10-second clip and then they cut it and then they play Sator music. I'm like, don't tease us like that. Play the whole song. It's awesome.
We're not alone now.
And Duel of the Fates would have been epic. Like you could have used that like in the Jedi Knight storyline.
Watch it.
Like when you fight Bishop at the end. I mean, I commend them for having an original soundtrack, but you gotta have more. I mean,
Okay, so let's pause it real quick. Let's check how long we've been going for. I'll have to go check. Oh, what are we doing? Another live stream. Is the stream still up, by the way?
yeah, mine's up.
Oh. So we're going for an hour and 20 minutes? Okay, good. So, just enough time to try and set up a battle so we can use our new vendor.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna pull it out of dry dock, eh?
Indeed. First, we're gonna store these troops on the planet so they don't get wiped out.
Reinforcement available.
Where's the venerator currently parked right now?
Obi-Wan has it.
Available.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Help you, I can.
I wanted to group him with this fleet down on Eridan, but unfortunately they're split. Like the people I want to engage are on both sides, and I can't. It'd be nice if I could coordinate them and have them sort of jump in together from opposite sides, but unfortunately I can't do that. Ooh, we're almost halfway to tech level 3 as well, so next episode we can hopefully get tech level 3, which will be fun.
Enlisting.
Building under construction.
Constructing. Beginning construction.
Tactical battle imminent.
Dongar. Damn it,
Got a
Dongar.
fleet moving to Skako. Skako was one of the initial planets you got, yeah.
Yeah.
That's become like your primary foothold, I've noticed.
Well, it's
like,
not necessarily a primary foothold, but it's definitely it's a good hub. Essentially, like it's a key element for hyperspace routes, so it's good to group there, especially if I'm sending ships down hyperspace route or that particular hyperspace route. We have to do this battle before we get to the space one, unfortunately, but we must protect our planets.
back to Drongar.
No planet survives the first invasion of the droids.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
You heard the
But
man.
this time we have turbo
and
lasers.
The enemy has a numerical advantage, though, right?
Into the fray.
Yeah, in most ways.
The Republic needs your help fighting on the front lines. Are you ready to join the battle?
But this time
What
we
are
do
your
have we dug in a little bit more, so we have turbo lasers and some stuff like that.
General.
Bad thing about
Confederate
losing
turrets on the North
Felucia
Ridge.
earlier is that because we lost Felucia,
Yes, sir.
our troops are now affected by the weather on different planets, which is going to make it harder for us on systems like this.
Constructing.
We stand ready.
Got another mission, sir.
Sir, I'm picking up contacts ahead.
Base
We're
is
not
under
alone now.
attack.
Understood.
Watch for enemy turrets, boys.
General.
Wait, what are those towers up there?
Turbo laser towers?
Are they hostile towards you?
No, they're mine. They're
Okay.
dug in reinforcements.
Oh yeah, you own this planet. Okay, that's right.
Here we come.
Oh, the battle droids are lighting up that turret. Check it out, Corporal. We'll cover you.
Throw it away, sir.
Gosh, look at that hail of blaster fire. Boom! Oh crap! Okay, I wasn't expecting the battle droids to be that effective against the turbo laser tower.
Yeah, it's more of an anti-vehicle thing, I think.
Yeah, that was nuts.
We stand ready. Into the fray.
And they're coming to attack your four-man team or whatever.
Got another mission, sir.
For the Republic! They're like, let's get out of here. Here comes the battle droid.
Construction
Ambush.
complete.
Ah, damn, it did not last as long as I was hoping.
Move!
Oh, they're just bypassing that turret too.
I was hoping I could make them regret that, but no. They
Turret constructing.
General, here
they
we
just decided to
come.
fuck that noise.
Oh no, they're engaging turret. Holy crap!
You heard the man.
They destroyed it. Off to destroy the Republic.
Right away, sir. We stand ready to
And those battle droids, they're lethal right now. You never see them be that lethal in the
No, 'cause
movies either.
Well, yeah, because you do kind of,
In the
but
Clone Wars.
the only time they're ever lethal is when they're in high numbers, and right now they have
Yeah.
yeah. Those.
It's cool to see that aspect of them, like when they, like that's the cool thing about watching this playthrough is you get to see the battle droids the way they're meant to be used instead of a joke. Okay, you got your shield generator. Absolute Corruption mod 2.4 is the one I usually play. Have you heard of that?
Absolute Corruption? No, I don't think I've heard of it. What does it do?
Complete.
Hold on. I gotta check my food in the oven.
Yes, sir.
I regret building that turret.
Turret constructing.
All fighters, stay at your station.
I'm gonna get attacked while I'm doing this.
I repel the separatist attack.
Star Wars, thank you for subbing. Sweet. If you're still here, the person who subbed to my YouTube channel, feel free to check out Nub's Twitch channel. He plays a lot of Star Wars based games. His description or his channel link will be in the description of this video once it's posted. It's also currently in the description of the previous parts of the series.
Where am I telling?
Understood, sir. Yes, sir. You can count on us, sir. Here we come. Victorious.
What? So they retreated, but before they retreated, they're like, we will not leave without taking something. So they orbital bombarded one of my turrets. Fucking assholes.
Vehicle cancelled.
Can I stop the production of anything to get some more credits really quickly? Not really.
Vehicle cancelled. Vehicle cancelled.
Building under construction.
Okay, sweet. So we have our fleet here, so we're just gonna go into our space battle. Can I take that on though?
Construction complete.
There's more ships than I'm necessarily willing to fight at one time. Let's try and pull some of the fleet.
I call, babe.
I'm gonna abandon that.
Reinforcements available.
Understood, sir.
Construction complete.
Tactical battle imminent.
Mustafar, goddammit. Yep, not gonna win that. Send
Understood, sir.
orcs to defend this planet. 4-4. They could probably win that, so we'll send them in later. We'll save that for the next episode. We will launch this battle, hoping for the best.
Awaiting your orders.
Reinforcements available. Reinforcements available.
Okay, so we will start the fleet with US. Actually, we'll get 2 of them. So this is a neat trick if you guys are watching. It's a cool trick to make sure you can have exactly what you want to start.
Tactical battle imminent.
Son of a bitch. Mana. Damn it. But why? You just want to get slaughtered. Just gonna auto-resolve that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Don't go. Come on, guys. I do not want to do this. Got other things to do.
We stand ready. You heard the man.
There's gonna be a lot of battles on this planet, I think, at this point. I'm gonna keep coming back. Because there is.
Sergeant on deck.
Into the fray. The Republic needs your help fighting on the front lines. Are you ready to join the battle? Enemies moving in. I'm hit.
That's just cheating.
Turbo laser tower destroyed. Turret
We
constructed.
stand ready. Understood, sir. You can count on us, sir. Here we come.
Mission, sir.
Construction complete.
Attention, Sergeant on deck. Oh, yes, sir!
Man down.
Come on. There we go.
Turret constructing.
Hover over that pause button when we see somebody to shoot at.
Construction complete.
This is Red 11 standing by. Hey, gold buddy, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're solid.
Back on Dongar, I see.
Yeah,
Dongar.
they're just persisting to repeatedly attack the system.
The enemy has been.
There we
And
go.
may the force be with us.
They are doomed. Doomed, I tell you. Okay, so we're about to have our space battle that we can end the episode on.
Tactical battle
We
imminent.
are victorious for the Republic.
Okay, let's hope this all goes well.
Their only losses were battle droids. As we know, they are super expendable. I guess the banking clan pays the bills on the battle droids.
Indeed.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's pause it and pull a fleet in.
Confirmed. Right away.
Oh, they got Sebulbas on this planet.
Aye, aye. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
We're on course and all systems are green. Your move.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 7. That's a trap.
Okay, our deployment
It's
is
playing the Battle of Endor right now. That's why I said that. It's like perfect timing.
all ships execute, jump.
Welcome to the battlefield, General. Begin the attack.
Do you always pause it while you're making tactical decisions?
No, I want them to jump in together like that.
Okay.
Let's get our bomber wings together.
No, I'm not playing. I'm streaming a friend who's doing the Star Wars Empire at War series. I'm just co-streaming with him.
Hello there.
He's streaming it on YouTube Live Gaming, and I'm streaming it via Twitch, obviously.
Watch it! General, taking fire!
Yeah,
Can't take much more of this. Watch it! Taking
I
fire!
agreed to stream with my
Can't
friend.
take much more of this.
Well, I'm streaming it into YouTube. It's mostly for a YouTube series. We're doing it in parts, about an hour and a half each episode, and then Nob offered
He wants to know your name on
co-commentary.
YouTube.
Kind of like we can throw it up in the chat at the end of the episode once this battle's over. We'll put a link up to the previous episodes or even this one. There is a link in the Discord, which you should probably copy over, but we'll leave that until.
Oh, the link is at the bottom of my Twitch page too. The YouTube link. It'll say friends on Twitch. I believe the channel link is down below on my Twitch. So if you look under my friends, it should be the only YouTube link, and that's him. You'll be able to hear the sound over on that. So if you want to check it out on the YouTube gaming too, that's cool.
Move to attack. My allegiance is to the Republic. Can't take much more of this. Watch it! Taking fire! Can't take much more.
Forward.
Watch it!
Following the fighters is just too much. I can't keep the camera on that too long.
Hello there.
I see the station. It's the one crawling with vulture droids. This is going to be easy.
Taking fire.
Oh, what starfighters were those that they were just doing the maneuvers?
The V-19.
Can't take much more of this.
It's a very early fighter.
Game Bust UK, thank you for subbing to my friend's YouTube. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I definitely appreciate it too. Thank you. You'll be able to see these parts every time, and you can look at the previous parts if you like. There's also a bit of other content.
Thought you were someone else. Who did you think he was?
Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it! To the Republic. Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it! Taking fire. Can't take much more of this.
The Venators are cool.
Watch it! Taking fire.
Nice, he subbed the YouTube channel but doesn't follow us. Rude. Oh, I'm sure. That's my mistake. I didn't ask him to do that, but I'll ask him to follow you, Bane.
You won't get away this time.
And Game Bust UK, I'll ask him to follow you guys.
Oh, this is going to be easy.
Taking fire.
He's not normal. The only time he's on Twitch is when he's usually with me, so he's not really. He does all his stuff on the on YouTube, so he's not really on Twitch. But I can have him follow you guys.
Can't take much more of this. Watch it.
So yeah, definitely. You know, I'll have him do that. He won't mind. You're watching gameplay. He'll definitely do it.
Oh, people asking me to follow them on Twitch. I can do that.
Yeah.
General.
Yeah, he has no problems there.
Throw it away, sir.
He's a nice enough fellow.
Y-wing squadron is clear to engage. Watch it.
Lies. Don't smudge my character with this.
He's a light side. He's light side. Now me, on the other hand, I'm dark side.
Ready. Navigating. Yes, sir.
So he's a friend of yours. Thought he was a random viewer.
Help you, I can.
Good to know.
Yeah, that's true.
I will do what I must.
I'm a random viewer that's known him for what, 4? It's not 5. There's no way it's 5 years yet.
I do play with random viewers though in my Discord. Just saying.
True.
I let random viewers come into my Discord.
There's a new
Don't
occurrence.
ask me why.
You probably should start slowing down on that a little bit more cautious with it. It's totally fine early on for like the far ones, but
yeah, I've been getting some flack. Yeah. Oh, I know, guys. I know. I'm too trigger happy when it comes to playing with my viewers. I get attached to my viewers. What can I say? Too much.
Okay, well,
attachment is forbidden in the Jedi Code. I know.
We won that battle. We got to use our Venator class Star Destroyer, which was good. I'm glad we finally got that. We might get some more when we get to tier 3 or tech level 3.
Hold on, I gotta
next save.
Change the soundtrack and that's not your problem.
19. Yeah, so we're making the save, and then this will be the end of part 4, I believe. I'm not sure what the name should be.
Oh,
do you
can
have
we
any
keep it
interesting
going for
names?
just a little bit longer?
Uh,
Do you mind?
sure. How much longer do you need?
Let's see. I need to eat, so just until maybe about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, we'll do another battle then. I was gonna do a raid on Solus, but I know we'll send a fleet down here and we'll clear Mustafar. Get the skies clear.
Yeah, I would love to play with you guys sometime on this and maybe Battlefront 2.
Unfortunately, this isn't really a
Construction
multiplayer
complete.
unless it's like just a single sort of engagement thing.
I'm
But
a Battlefront fan as
Unit in
well.
production. Construction complete.
Tactical battle imminent.
they're invading Mustafar. Okay, we have an ARC team defending Mustafar single-handedly, so it should be interesting. See who's in our ARC team over here. So we got a 5-man ARC team. Get the angle right.
I hear you've got a bit of trouble with the Seppies, General.
Okay, so look at
What
the
are your
team leader.
orders?
We've got Casey. It's Alpha 47.
I mean the original one as well, LOL.
We've got Fives. Everyone knows Five.
I played the original
Yes,
on
sir.
PC and on Xbox.
We have Echo.
You guys wouldn't have happened to
I
play
hear you've
Star
got a
Wars
bit of trouble with the Seppies.
Battlegrounds, have you?
What are your orders?
Alpha 25.
I might stream that soon. Me and my friend Alex
And Gambit.
might stream that
Yes, sir.
one day.
Battleground sucks.
A little
I
variety
hear you've got a
Star
bit of
Wars
trouble
on
with
this
the
channel.
Seppies, General. What are your orders?
All units are in position, sir.
You have Battlegrounds?
Yes, sir.
Bane, you're awesome. I love Battlegrounds. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream Battlegrounds soon. It's Empire at War
Welcome to
with
the
the Star
battlefield,
Wars
General.
skin.
Huh? Empire War is purely a Star Wars game. How can Battlegrounds be Empire at War with a Star Wars skin?
Yeah, the Clone Wars expansion. I think
Sir, picking up contacts ahead.
Haig would
We're
like
not alone out
Battlegrounds as well if you've tried it.
I hear you've got a bit
If you
of
like
trouble.
Still skeptical about that.
What are your orders?
Battlegrounds is like the predecessor to Empire at War, though. I feel like Battlegrounds would be going backwards.
All units are in position, sir.
Hold the line, troopers! Got Fives and Echo here with the commander just holding this whole way down.
Try Supremacy Rebellion. Now that's old school Star Wars RTS. Huh. I'll have to look into that. I remember Force Commander was one that I played. It kind of had similar graphics to this.
Retreat. You suck.
Yes, sir.
Victory is mine.
Turret constructed.
I hear you've got a
This
bit of
this
trouble with
ARC
the
Alpha
Seppies.
team, this ARC team
What are your
just
orders?
defended Mustafar from a couple of platoons all by itself. Probably more like a battalion.
Tactical battle imminent.
I want to clear the skies.
You got that right. So many choices. Ask Orm about having so many choices.
Welcome to the
That-
battlefield, General.
he's trying to play Satori. He's trying to make a new
Line
class.
them up.
It's
Here
driving
we
him
come.
insane.
Choose your reinforcements.
Roger. Let's go. Understood, sir.
Alright, it's the initial group. We'll bring in the others in a little while.
Waiting a target, sir. Stay alert, boys. More fighters inbound. You can count on us, sir. Waiting a target, sir. General. Your order, sir? Sir, I'm picking up contact ahead. Confirmed. We're not alone out here. Right away. Watch it! Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it! Waiting a target, sir. I hear you've got a bit of trouble with the Seppies, General. What are your orders? Begin the attack. Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it! Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it! Waiting a target, sir. All units, fire at will. Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it!
Let's see if we can pull a Thrawn maneuver.
Taking fire.
Not sure if this class counts, but it should be fun either way.
We'll be there soon. Moving out.
You won't get away this time.
Hey, Nub, you there?
Heading out.
Okay, so I'll wait for Nub to get back so we can see the Thrawn maneuver.
There, I will go.
Where can we fit along this group somewhere?
Fall out.
Coming around. Copy that.
We'll leave one in reserve just in case we have any unexpected surprises.
Light them up. Standing by. Roger. Let's go.
Oh no, you guys are converting him to Star Wars The Old Republic. Don't do it. That's right, don't do it. Don't play it, man.
It's not worth it.
No
You'll lose
coming
your
back.
life. You'll lose too much. No, come back to the comms. Oh, I guess you'll just have to live without it. Execute the Thrawn maneuver. Let's get a good zoom in. Nub. Damn it. Hey, guys in chat, type to Nub, tell him to get on the comms for a second. See if he sees it. Dun.
Get on the comms.
There you go. Are you there? No.
I'm getting on the comms.
Lightsaber. You on comms yet?
Red 11 standing by.
Okay, we're about to execute the Thrawn maneuver, or at least my first attempt at the Thrawn maneuver, so we'll see how it goes. I thought you would want to see
All
it.
hands stand by for Thrawn maneuver. Buckle your crash webbing.
All hands, execute jump. Stand by for battle stations.
Can't take much more of this.
Well, I'll eat my chicken.
Watch it! Taking fire. Can't take much more of this.
My allegiance is to the
Watch it
Republic.
for maximum effect. Waiting a time, sir. Taking fire.
The game is still paused.
I will do what I must. Oh, this
Can't
is
take much
easy.
more of this.
Fire on the
You
shield.
smell what the decoy is cooking? Buffalo hot
Can't take
wings.
much more of this. Watch it! Ready, sir. Move to attack. General. Begin the attack. Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it!
All batteries, fire, fire!
My allegiance is to the Republic.
Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Our shields aren't holding.
This time you won't escape.
Watch it!
Oh, I burned my mouth.
Take it fire!
Burn your.
Red 11 just burned his mouth.
Much more of this.
Eating space chicken.
Watch it!
Now they're retreating. Kill them all.
Nothing but
Get the clankers.
Red 5, what's your status?
Squadron is clear to engage.
Nice.
Red 5, come in.
Solid. We won with the Thrawn, or with the rip-off Thrawn maneuver.
The Thrawn maneuver.
Did you
won the day.
Did you see it? I'm not sure if it was a perfect Thrawn maneuver, but it did the same effect. They jumped out of hyperspace directly on top of them and then fired from every direction. Okay.
Yeah, that's a thing of beauty.
I have to work on getting those good glorious shots with the camera.
Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with the Thrawn maneuver, it's where he used to do micro hyperspace jumps and stop right before he would get to the fleet and engage them. It was very deadly tactic because normally when you go into hyperspace, you can't really pick where you want to stop. So it makes deploying into battle very tricky. But he did micro jumps where he could land like literally right in front of the fleet and ambush them. Thrawn was he was notorious for using the Imperial fleet to defeat his enemy. Like that was the thing about Grand Admiral Thrawn is he didn't need super weapons to defeat the Republic. He said his philosophy was why waste all our power of the Imperial Star Destroyer fleet and waste more resources on a super weapon like the Death Star. He's like, just give me the fleet, that's all I need. And then he destroyed the Republic with it.
Into the fray.
Too bad he got killed, though.
Who did?
Thrawn.
Reinforcements
When did he get killed?
available.
Construction.
The end of the Thrawn trilogy.
Oh yeah. I wonder how it'll turn out in Rebels. It should be interesting.
I forget. I didn't really read all of the Thrawn trilogy. I think he either kills himself because he's about to lose, or a Republic commando, they come in there and kill him. It's one of the two. I can't remember. Like he was on board his capital ship. He was killed by bodyguard. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go.
General. Yes, sir.
That might be non-canon now, though.
Yeah, it is.
Got another mission.
But we haven't seen quite what how Thrawn turns out in Rebels. It'll be interesting if he dies or if he ends up being pushed forward somehow.
General.
But either
Here
way.
we come.
Thrawn is supposed to be, I think, or Thrawn's ship is supposed to be a key part of how the First Order was created, at least in the expanded universe.
We're not alone out here.
So it would
The
be
First
interesting.
Order?
Something like that. I'm not sure if it's the First Order necessarily in the expanded universe, but the continuation of the Empire.
Wow.
Because the Emperor
That would be
sends.
interesting.
Because the Emperor sends him off, doesn't he? And like in the expanded, the Emperor sent Thrawn off into wild space.
He sends him on an expeditionary mission. I think it's called the Outbound Flight Project.
Yeah.
That's why Thrawn is not present during the Rebellion era, because Thrawn is on the Outbound Flight Project.
Yeah,
Which
and
I believe was to explore wild space.
Yeah, something like that.
And then he comes back after Return of the Jedi. And Thrawn was like, okay, I was second to Palpatine. Now I'm going to take over.
So in canon, from what I can tell, they seem to have used some of that. So in canon, I'm not sure if they sent Thrawn necessarily, but in canon, the remnants of the Empire during the whole sort of final days of the Empire. They were obviously doing battles, and there was some like interesting stuff that ended up in obviously the Battle of Jakku. But then some of the groups that survived Jakku ended up going out into wild space, and they found it's like basically Palpatine's like super duper mega Star Destroyer. I don't know, I forget what it's called, but it's just some like ridiculous Star Destroyer, which basically reminded me of.
Mission was on, Bane? Okay, apparently I was wrong. He wasn't on outbound flight. I know he was on some expeditionary mission though. That's why he wasn't present during the Rebellion era.
Well, Palpatine like sent him off to check something out, didn't he, in wild space or uncharted space?
Yeah, sometime after Revenge of the Sith, I think. And then that's why Thrawn isn't present during the Rebellion era.
So wait, sometime after the Revenge of the Sith? Well, in canon he's present in the Rebellion area, like right before Episode 4. So if Thrawn
sent him to negotiate with the Chiss in the unknown regions,
and
he was gone that long.
Well, they're pretty far away, I guess.
Yeah.
But well, so unless Thrawn dies, it could still happen.
A couple of years, right? Rebellion era.
Yeah.
The original trilogy was only a few years long.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like judging by the Rebels, essentially it seems like the rebellion itself only really flared up seriously within the last like probably 5 years before Episode 4. So it's like 5 years before like probably when Luke was about like 14 or 15. The rebellion really started to like gain traction, and then obviously it's one of its like early peaks where they really start getting together is sort of Rogue One and Episode 4.
Okay.
And then obviously everything goes on from there. But
okay,
but Thrawn is in
Bane
there.
knows a lot about the universe too.
Enemy bombardment is ready.
Right away, sir.
Now, how is he used in Rebels?
Maybe you should go watch Rebels.
Light 'em up.
I guess I should.
You should watch the Clone Wars and watch Rebels. See, this is what you get for not being up to date on your canon, bruh. You've got a bunch of decent books from what I hear. You've got a bunch of comics that are really entertaining from what I've seen, and you have 2 really good shows to watch, and you're not watching them because of, I'm gonna say principle, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it is or not. I'm just gonna assume.
General, here we
Deep down, I'm afraid they're gonna non-canonize it one day.
Right away, sir.
Too fucking bad. Just do it. Come on. Can't live in fear. Carpe diem.
Into the fray.
Enjoy what they give you, or at least be aware of it.
I've only watched season 1 and 2 of the Clone Wars, and hey, he's gonna ride me until I die unless I watch it.
Yep.
You can count on us.
So, I feel for you, UK. He hasn't watched all of it either.
I've watched every bit of it. Oh, wait, sorry, UK hasn't. My bad.
Yeah. We gotta watch the spoilers.
Yeah, I won't watch them spoilers for fucking episode. Oh, you say UK doesn't want spoilers for it.
I'm
Oh god damn.
disgusted by you both.
No.
Hey, you're not the only one.
They just nuked my troops on the beach. They nuked their own landing zone. Like these droids are fucking ruthless.
I was bitter when they merged the EU, and it's been hard for me to get over it. I need to get over it, though.
You can count on us. Here we
Hey, no, don't worry. As soon as your channel gets a little more traction, I'm sure you'll have plenty of people echoing what I'm saying. And eventually peer pressure will take its toll, and you just have to know. Plus, you need to know this, like, you need to watch it just before, so I don't want the spoilers, like, one day your viewers are just gonna, like, ruin, like, a bunch of key plot points, and you can have so many spoilers that when you watch the show, it's not even gonna be anywhere near as satisfying as it could otherwise be.
Right away, sir.
So honestly, in my opinion, you kind of have too many spoilers already from stuff we've talked about just with like Alex and
We are
things.
victorious.
Yeah, Bane. See, that's what I mean. Like, they have so much new lore coming out, and it's just like
You had no
my
problem
big thing was that
in
you
the
sent
expanding
Bone
universe.
War, and then they just decanonized it. In my opinion, like the way they took Luke, he's worse than he was in the books now.
Oh yeah, but in the books he was a fucking god, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean,
Like they're gonna make it
Star Killer.
feasible. And like Star Wars feasible gives you a lot of wiggle room, but it still needs to be feasible.
Well, that's why the Yuuzhan Vong War was interesting, is because people were complaining that that Luke was invincible, they never lose. I want Luke to die in The Last Jedi. Me too.
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure if if I want him to die in The Last Jedi, because like you said, so far we haven't seen much of him. Like so far he's a bum. Like he needs to prove that he's a fucking badass, and then maybe
he's
die.
Gotta show us something. He let Han die. Well, he didn't let him die, but he turned his back on his friends.
But I think, if he dies right at the end, maybe that'll be acceptable. But he has to do some fucking just amazing stuff during this episode.
He needs to do a heroic sacrifice to redeem himself.
But not
I
just
think.
no. But a heroic sacrifice doesn't make him a badass. It just makes him noble. Like we need to see him being a fucking badass. I think because of his age and everything, I doubt he'll be like he's not going to be an Obi-Wan Kenobi or a fucking a Master Yoda or something. But I think they can make him do some stuff like some Star Killer level like force powers, like pulling a Star Destroyer from orbit kind of stuff, like something like that.
I'm pretty sure Han killed himself, Bane. I can imagine him going ham on the Knights of Ren. Yeah, I would hope he'd want to. I mean, that's the reason Luke is borderline goes to the dark side in Return of the Jedi, is because of his friends. But in this movie, he's like, well, see you guys. It's like
there's a bit. I think it's a bit more traumatic than that. I think it's more of like a, like, because he brought a bunch of people together. They all got murdered. He's probably not particularly happy about how it all went, and he's basically in exile. He's in a Yoda style exile. I think.
The best
he's trying to find his place.
That the reason why he went exile is because he was afraid the dark side was going to overcome him, and he wanted to go find out more about the Jedi.
I don't think the dark side has anything to do with it. I think he needed to probably find a new path or something. But he probably wanted to
UK said he lost all hope after he failed about training all the Jedi.
I'm not sure if it was that. I think he needed to go out and find a new path. And he couldn't do that on his in his normal environment, so he exiled himself to basically search the Force for what the new path should be, and obviously that's led him to the original or one of the original Jedi temples.
He wasn't ready.
No, that's the thing is we talked about this before. He had the experience of Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Luke or Anakin. All three of the most prominent Jedi in the original Republic, or the latest Republic before the Empire, and yet he doesn't have the experience available to make like the best, most advanced Jedi in the history of mankind.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it?
Like it's stupid. Like how
Luke, they got a lot of explaining to do. In
like,
The Last Jedi.
Like if they've got to be some like I don't care if it's just some like basic bitch bullshit, but there has to be some bullshit of why he is no longer in contact with like Obi-Wan and Yoda and Anakin.
I feel like he's like with the trailer we saw like the ancient Jedi text. I feel like he said something like he doesn't believe what the Jedi Order says. I think he's kind of turned his back on the old teachings, kind of like.
Well, no, he
kinda
never.
Like Qui-Gon,
he was
think.
never game for the old teachings, though. You gotta remember that. Like he.
Yeah, that's true.
He was always against the old. Oh, we got some pirates to kill. Let's kill some pirates while we were talking.
Your move.
Pirate slaughter.
But he was never for the old teachings. Like he knew, like he learned from Yoda the old teachings were not.
Yeah, he was an unorthodox
good.
Jedi.
It was the new form of Jedi. I think he just hadn't quite figured out what that was, and maybe that's why he fucked up his old thing.
Yeah.
The Republic needs your help fighting on the front line.
Anyways, Abrams has definitely put a tall order on his plate.
Abrams isn't the one directing the new
Even
one.
Mark Hamill said that. He said, even Mark Hamill said in an interview, like, wouldn't Luke be like, what happened to Han? Like, why would he let that scenario happen to Han? I think Mark Hamill said, Luke should have came back when Kylo Ren was facing off against Han. He said he would have liked to seen it happen that way, something like that.
Oh, this is going to be easy.
Yes, he was against the old teachings. People need emotions to be able to be their true selves.
Oh,
They need to be open to them, but not let them control you. Because if you try and ignore them, eventually they overwhelm you, and that's what happened to
Like
Anakin.
Luke was in the New Jedi Order when he married Mara Jade, but I don't know. See, I don't know. I think they're going that direction in the movies too. UK.
You can count on us.
Hold on.
Here we come.
I will do what I must.
General. Into the fray. Stay alert, boys. More fighters inbound.
Building under construction.
My allegiance is to the Republic.
Oh, the bridge. That's not. It's very poor space traffic we've got going on here.
Form up. Moving out.
Constructing.
Here
Let's take
we
our
come.
bombers into the
Light
asteroid
'em up.
field. Push our fighters forward.
Awaiting
Take
attack,
this other
sir.
group down south. Let's get an eye on
we
what's
come.
over here.
Asteroids ahead. Stay alert, boys. More fighters inbound.
Switch shields to double front.
Asteroids ahead. Switch shields to double front.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Your move.
Sir, I'm picking up contacts ahead. We're not alone out here. Taking fire. You can count on us.
That's no asteroid.
Construction complete.
That's a space station.
Here we come. Right away, sir.
Let's bring our fighters in.
Awaiting
The
attack.
bombers, I should say.
Stay
Bring the
alert,
fighters
boys.
into
We're gonna let them
full
back on
fire.
station.
Awaiting orders.
How come? We just identified a not an asteroid, it's a space station,
Reporting.
and we are
That's the
Let's
moon.
move out.
It's a
moving in.
space station.
Proceeding to coordinates.
Let me catch up with chat here.
Keep going.
You need to be able to have emotions, but never let them control you. But do not hold them in either. And yet, I can see Luke beating the F out of Ben Solo when he sees him.
Taking fire.
It goes with the comics when, spoilers, Ben kills Luke's wife.
Your move.
Han knew Snoke wouldn't kill Ben if he did die. He also knew that killing himself would leave a flicker of light alive in Ben. That's true, so he pressed the button to saber to keep his promise to Leia that he would bring their son home. That light in him will be the redemption in Episode 9. Interesting.
Hello there.
Taking fire. Can't take much more of this. Watch it. Taking fire.
Well, I thought Kylo killed Han to complete his journey to the dark side.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I can see how maybe Han Solo pressed the button, and I kind of initially thought that as well. But at the same time, why would Han press the button himself to help Kylo Ren? Because Kylo Ren needs to do that to complete his journey to the dark side. So
Yeah,
that would be a
that's an interesting
counterintuitive
theory.
method.
Watch it. Taking fire.
Was he even holding the lightsaber when it was activated though? I don't think he was.
Yeah, they both had their hands on it, like in between them.
Oh, okay.
It didn't look like it was, to me it looked like it was facing in between them, like maybe he would get hit by the fucking crossguard part. But apparently
But
he had it
if
facing.
that's true, then why would Han look so surprised? No, he did seem surprised to me.
He may have been surprised about the blade going through his chest. Not
Yeah,
necessarily surprised that it was there, but surprised that it's like pain surprise kind of thing.
Yeah, I know.
We've lost our launch bed.
But that is true though, Bane. No, he seemed in pain. Is it bad that I want the First Order to actually be the ones who win after the next two movies? No, UK, I agree with you. That might be good to set like an Empire Strikes Back, because that's why Empire became so popular, is because bad guys won, and that's what set the tempo for Return of the Jedi. So no, UK, I think that would be a good idea, because that could set up another trilogy.
They do need to be careful. I think they've got to be careful not to make it like a paste carbon copy of the original trilogy.
Yeah,
but it would be good to see the bad guys
they're
win. So I think if they can let the bad guys win to help with that sort of narrative, it has to be like an overwhelming, not like a kind of victory that they have in Empire.
Yeah, because in Empire you still have hope at the end. Like they're gonna go get
Yeah,
Han.
but this kind of wants to be crushing. I want, like, by the end of it, I want to be like, how are they gonna get back from this?
Kind of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it needs to be.
And if it carries, I think
Sith.
if it carries that tone with like sparks of like Obi-Wan, of Luke and like Jedi people doing like cool stuff in between, like with some cool space battles, but still carrying the tone of the First Order, just like dominating everything and just winning everything, with some like small pushbacks from the rebels, and then they have that, and then maybe at the end, then Luke does like some big sacrifice after doing some cool stuff before in the movie. I think that would be a good way for the movie to play out.
Yeah, I think so too.
I still think there's way too many spoilers out there, and I'm definitely trying to avoid them.
Are we gonna do Irene now? By the way.
Okay, good.
I know you've been streaming this a long time.
Well, we've pushed this. Oh, I don't know why I don't have control of this yet. Oh, that was molested him. Okay, so we'll auto resolve Malice real quick and get that done with.
System conquered.
Oh, Star Killer's theme. That'll be for the sign off.
Okay, so yep, this will be the day 20 is the end of part 4. We got some extra battles in, which was nice. Made some good progress. We got to tech level 2. Should be well on the way to tech level 3 now. On the next episode, we should have hopefully some more space battles. I'm going to try and get our fleet open. If we get tech level 3, we can start getting more Venators and really start to build our fleet, which will be a big help. We can also start flushing out our ground troops more and actually having organized battalions. And it's like, I want to get the 212th organized, I want to get the 501st more organized with armor and other assets and stuff like that. We also want to get Plo Koon's 41st Special Operations Group going as well. Yeah, 72% of tech level 3, so we will definitely have that on the next episode. Hope everybody enjoyed this episode, and if you have any questions or suggestions for future episodes, feel free to leave them in the comments on the published part. And then tune in for the next episode, and hope to see everyone enjoying it, or if they hate it, either way. But either way.